There we go. I think we are live now. Are we live now? Hello. Hello. Hi. Hey. Hello, Internet. Hello, world. How do you do? Oof. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, indeed, we are live. Hello, ladies and genitals. Welcome to this stream. This is the first time I am doing a stream like this, but I think it might work out well. Let's see how it goes. If it goes as I expect it to be, or maybe better, perhaps I will do this every week and help you guys with your own YouTube channels. So while I wait for maybe people to start dropping in and maybe asking questions or issues they have with their own channels, I could start off with a few tips for those who are either watching this on replay or for those that might not really have a question yet, but just some general advice. So the first thing that you need to do if you want to have a successful YouTube channel is to subscribe to Madcowe. I'm kidding, obviously. No, but if you haven't made a YouTube channel yet, then the best advice I can give you right now is just start doing it, okay? So there are a lot of things that you will then eventually learn that you need to know and do and improve and so on and so forth. But the thing is that it's a continuous process, right? There is a lot of things that you need to know. When you get to a certain point, you realize that everything is simple. But even though everything is simple, it doesn't mean that it is quick or easy to get everything at once, right? So you start doing it, and then you gradually start understanding how it works, what things you need to work on, what things you don't. So the first thing I encourage you to do is to just start a channel, think about what kind of videos you want to make, and then just start making it, okay? This is for the people who haven't done a YouTube channel yet and want to start. Just start now or at the end of the stream, wherever. If you need a recording software, you can download Obs Studio, which is free. Actually, let me see if I can show you here. Which one is it? I think it's here. Okay, can I do this? Wow, look at that transition. I'm getting better at this. Okay, so you go and get Obs Studio, right? This thing right here, download OBS, and this is free. It's open source, so you can use it to record yourself, to stream whatever you want. So nowadays you don't really have any excuse not to start because everything is at your fingertips. You just need to get it and start working on it, right? Hello, Gaming64. I also forgot to say hi to the Golden and Shadow, but he's been here for like 20 minutes or so before the stream even started, so yeah. And here's the reason why you should start doing it, because the more I learn, not only about YouTube, but about nearly everything, the more I realize that I believe what really teaches us and what really gets us to be better at something is the more you practice, the more you learn what doesn't work and what you shouldn't do, what works badly, so on and so forth. So the more you do, the more you realize what... Oh, that's... Can I use it on Chrome? OBS Studio is actually a piece of software. Like, I have it open here right now. See, so this is OBS Studio. So you download this and you can use it to stream, to record, so on and so forth. It's not really something you use in the browser, so... And I'm eating lemon right now, and you decided to pop up in my notifications. Hello. Hi. Hope you enjoy your lemon. It's not... It's a bit easier to eat than grapefruit, at least. Hello, Kenny. How's it going? Hope nobody killed you this season. Right. Now, for those of you that already have a YouTube channel, and maybe are stuck and wondering what you need to do to get forward. Maybe you think you're stuck, you don't know where to go next. Maybe you think, oh my god, I'm not getting any views or anything like that. So the first thing that everybody probably says is not to focus on the numbers, not focus on the views. Oh, also a big disclaimer here. Anyone starting with a YouTube channel, if you ever think that doing sub for sub is helpful, like you subscribe to someone and they subscribe back to you, not only is that not at all helpful, but it actually hurts your channel. Because, oh hey Jafok, I did not expect to see you here, but hello. So the thing is, if you do sub for sub, right, what will happen is I explained that a while ago, but I can cover it again, no worries. So what will happen if you subscribe to someone and they subscribe to you back means that 99% of the time you will not really care about the other person's videos. You will just try to give them a number so they can give you a number back. And what happens is, when they upload a video, you will have their video show up here, right? And what happens is that YouTube will get a notification that they got the video. Oh, I wasn't showing the screen, whatever. YouTube will get the notification that you have seen the video on your screen. It shows up here, on the front page, on the suggested video, so on and so forth. So what happens is, if the video shows up on your screen, and you don't click on it, then it sends the information to YouTube that they saw the video but didn't care about it. So it will negatively impact the power of your video, so to speak. So YouTube will be less likely to recommend it to other people. So if you do sub for sub, what you're basically doing is you're increasing the amount of people that will not click on your videos. So you'll get less views, you'll get less recommendations, and it's really, really bad for you. So just focus on building a more organic channel. So let's see, if you need anything software for a mobile device, I don't know about Android, iMovie works, but it's very basic. Well, I'm gonna ask and try and be helpful. Lol, don't do that, I was kidding. Okay, fine. Jokes. Right, so if you need any editing software, I used to use a software called Lightworks. This one right here. But recently I've moved on to DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci lol. I'm not being sponsored by any of them, and these are all free software that you can use without paying. They also have a paid version, but for example, DaVinci Resolve is what I'm using right now. I find it easier and faster to do than Lightworks. And another one that you can try if you don't really like DaVinci Resolve is called Hit Film Studio. I think that's the name. Yeah. So you have Hit Film as well. This is also another free video editing thingy that you can use. And yeah, give that a try if you don't like OBS. So again, you have all the tools you need for free. So if you're just starting out and wondering what to do, just start doing it. And then as you go failing, then... oh, you also use Resolve. Nice. So here's the thing. For those of you that already started a YouTube channel, as I was saying a while ago, and you don't know where to go from here, it is helpful to think of YouTube as like a system of systems. Okay? So for example, try to stop for a little bit, think about your channel, everything that goes into a video itself, and try to divide everything in systems. So for instance, for me to make a video, or for me to make the stream, a few different systems that I have is first the thumbnail, right? So I need to create the thumbnail, so on and so forth. Secondly, you have the marketing component, right? I need to get the word out so people know that I am streaming and what the video is about and so on and so forth. Then I also have the video component itself, and since on this case it is streaming, it's just, I mean, yes, it is also a system because I need to set up the streaming, I need to set up the title, the description, so on and so forth. I need to set up OBS Studio to be able to start streaming. That would be nice. I need to get it ready to start streaming, need to put the stream key and all that good stuff. And then when I start, then I press the button and start streaming. So if you think about making a video as a system of systems, you can then start getting a clearer idea of what your bottleneck is. Or in other words, what is causing you to not be as efficient or productive. All right. So what I've done very, very recently, to give you my personal example, is instead of making a thumbnail for each new video I do, let's see, here it is. Okay. So instead of making a thumbnail for every video I do, I asked a friend to make me a template, and if you're a more artistic person yourself, you can do it as well. And I made this, yes, I have Oxid Reader. I really don't recommend it. It's really annoying, but whatever. So what I did is I got this template for my thumbnails. So whenever I need to create a new video, I just grab the template, put it on Photoshop, add the rest of the information that I want in this white area here, and then it is a lot easier. I'm basically making so that the system of creating a thumbnail is more automated and easier to get into action, right? And since it already covers a good portion of it, the thumbnail will automatically look a bit better without much effort, and then I just need to add a few details, okay? So, that's one way of thinking about it as a system, right? The other thing is as well that on the case of thumbnails, to stay on topic for a little bit, is that when you're making thumbnails, having a template that you use on all of your thumbnails not only makes it a lot easier and faster for you to produce higher quality thumbnails instead of having to worry every time, or maybe just using a not as good thumbnail on the videos you're making because, I don't know, maybe you want to upload faster or whatever. I've been there, I know what it is. But the other issue is that it creates also a consistency to your channel, right? So for example, I'm going to show you my channel right now. If I come into videos, so I haven't changed all of my thumbnails yet, but for example, I'm now starting to use the same type of thumbnail on every video I upload now, right? So I have the one you're watching right now, this one, these one as well. But you know, if I then make a new video, right, and then this pops up, this is a thumbnail that I have updated recently, you immediately know that I made this video because it's the template I use for the thumbnails, right? Well, all the other videos, all of these other videos, if they showed up in your feed, maybe not the ones with my face and stuff, but any of these, if they popped up on your feed, then you wouldn't immediately know that they were my videos. So even if you are a loyal subscriber that wants to see every single video that I upload, if I don't have a consistent thumbnail, you will never really know what's going on, right? You won't know if a video is mine, if it belongs to someone else, and your mind will not be drawn to it. But if you start using these kinds of templates, then whether you like or you don't like my videos, you will always nearly automatically know that they are my videos, okay? So that is another thing that everybody tells you about YouTube, which is to be consistent. And consistency also means things like these. So if people know what to expect from your videos, if they know the kind of content you make, the kind of personality you are, your thumbnails, the topics you cover, the time when you upload, the more consistent you are, the easier it will be for people to know what to expect and to know whether or not you are something that they like to watch, right? So that is one of the systems, the thumbnail. Another system is, for example, when it comes to video editing. So imagine, I don't know, you make video reviews, for example, or you make just highlights of gameplay or whatever, or maybe you make makeup tutorials or so on and so forth. If on most of your videos you need to use, for example, text or messages to tell things to the viewers, what to do, where to buy stuff, so on, blah, 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 blah. If instead of every time you make a video, you go in there, add the text, apply the modifiers, so on and so forth, and then you copy and paste that text for the next part of the video where it is relevant, then you make a new video, you do that again. Again, I'm saying this because I have been there, but if you do these things, it will take you a lot more time. It will give you less motivation to actually make videos, because when you start the production process, you'll think like, oh, okay, I recorded the video, but now I gotta edit it, and then I will need to spend like 2 hours for a 30-minute video, or, you know, it's not only does it make your work easier and faster, but it also makes your mind more excited about the idea. Because if you make like templates of that text, if you create pre-made animations and things of that nature, that you can just go in there, place it in, and then change the text, then not only is it a more enjoyable experience to make videos, but it will also be quicker and of a better quality, and as I said before, it will be more consistent. And that is the most important things. Let me say, very important, by the way, a bit off topic maybe, but always keep backups of your uploaded videos in case YouTube decides to F you over at some point. Yeah, that is also true. I had a lot of issues with copyrights as well on Castle Crashers and so on and so forth. So yeah, that is definitely good advice. Until you're absolutely sure that everything is fine, if it is something important, then yeah, it's a good idea to keep it on. Right, so another thing that I wanted to show you as well, let me see what it is. When it comes to I had it on videos. Wait. I can find it. So when it comes to the system of video creation, Jesus Christ, where is it? Is it on? I'm just looking for something here to show you. YouTube stuff. Yeah, there we go. So when it comes to, where is the? Okay, so here's the thing. When I, whenever I finish the video, I'm going to put this here. Whenever I finish the video, I usually ended it with the waving cow, right? This one, right here. But the way I was doing it is I would add this video, and then I would add the music from the Silent Hill dog ending. And I would need to do that every time, right? And sometimes the ending would be longer. I would keep it on for longer or for less time, blah, blah, blah. But what I decided to do is to improve that system. Instead of just focusing on making a new video every time, I took some time and said, no, I'm going to improve this. I'm going to automate this, create a better system so that my future videos will be better and easier and faster to make. So what I did, I got that. I made 20 seconds, which is also roughly the time you have for the end cards at the end of the videos. And I created this one, which is 20 seconds. It's the waving cow and has this, you know, bark, woof woof. So again, this helps with consistency. It's like you're killing two birds with one stone. On one hand, it makes it easier for you. On the other hand, it makes it more consistent and better quality. So it's a win-win, right? So another system to keep in mind is, for example, tags and search engine optimization. First of all, I definitely recommend that you download vidIQ or TubeBuddy. Because, for instance, if I come here into, let's see, let's go to my to my studio and check my analytics, okay? Let's select here a video. Let's go to a video. I check, for example, I'll check this one, okay? So on the tags, I have things like my name, Let's Play Ape Escape, Let's Play Ape Escape 6, Let's Play Ape Escape Madcowe, Ape Escape Nostalgia, Best PS1 Games, So, okay, this one is lame, I'm gonna remove it. But basically, the idea is, you should use like short sentences instead of individual words, right? Because the thing is, the YouTube algorithm is like a dumb robot, and if you tell them, I don't know, imagine that you make a video about reviewing a beanbag, and your tags, you type in a tag that's bean and another tag that's bag. So if you put them together, you know that a beanbag is a beanbag, right? But if you say them individually, the robot will be, okay, so this might have to do with beans, which are food, or beans, perhaps a beanbag, or maybe something else that has to do with beans, or agriculture, or whatever. It won't know because it will take it a bit out of context. And bag, it will probably associate it more with maybe a handbag or anything of that nature. So if you are already making videos and making tags, then at least try to make them a bit more specific. Don't separate them by words. Perhaps I will do a video on tags later when I also research the subject a bit more, but that is also something important for you to keep in mind. So in regards to consistency as well, that I was talking about branding and the thumbnails and so on. I mean, actually, I didn't talk about branding, but that's what I want to talk about now. So it is also useful to create a sort of brand, right? Certain consistent thumbnails, or maybe certain words or things that you say are doing the video. I don't want you to necessarily create one artificially. Oh yeah, you also have teabag. Lol. You don't necessarily want to create something artificial. Okay, so this next thing I'm about to say might sound a bit weird, but the more I research, the more I realize how true it is. It is a lot more effective if you focus on improving yourself in order to create videos and content instead of focusing on improving the content, right? This might sound a bit weird and like, I don't know, spiritualism BS or whatever, but it is true, because here's the thing. Another thing that you should do is basically come up with a mission, a goal that you want to achieve. Don't just think about, oh, I want to make a YouTube channel, oh, I want to make videos, because that is very vague. For instance, when I decided to make this stream, my mission was to help you guys, to make a video that I would be able to explain every questions you might have, which so far I haven't really gotten any, I've just been rambling, but whatever. But I also prepared that if nobody has any questions, I will start sharing what I know until someone asks anything I can reply, right? So my mission was to help people improve their YouTube channels or create their YouTube channels or figure out how to move forward, right? So that's my mission. And if I focus on the mission, if I focus on the goal that I want to achieve, I will naturally come up with ways of getting there. Like, I didn't make a script. Like, literally all I prepared was this. See? Start, mission, thumbnails, branding, tags, SEO, consistent systems. That's literally everything that I prepared for this stream. You know, besides, I mean, this is already prepared. A microphone and so on and so forth. Webcam is already on top. But preparation to actually make this stream, it was just, I just knew what I wanted to do. What I wanted to convey to you, what I wanted to show, what I wanted to teach. I also expected to maybe get some answers, but that is not like the goal, the mission. Because if I was putting my expectations on what someone else may or may not say, then that is outside of my realm of control. That is outside of what I can influence. So if I were to just come here, okay, I'm going to start live stream and then I'm going to answer your question, then it's gonna be great. And then nobody asks any questions and I'm like, what do I do? You know, that doesn't work. Right, so I guess that is about it for the more general information. I don't know if anybody has any questions or not. In fact, while I let you guys think a little bit and absorb these nuggets of wisdom, I'm going to get a glass of water because I'm not used on talking this much. I'll BRB. B. What did I miss? Hello? Okay. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, when it comes also to the topic of systems, you know, if you are a bit creative, you can come up with other ways. So, for example, imagine that you have a friend or a family member that likes video editing and could do that for you. And then that would be another way of you automating the systems, right? You make the videos, send it off to them, they give you the finished product, and then there you go. So if you're really, really smart about it, you could technically make a full, complete, high-quality YouTube video and have no work at all in making it. So, yeah, but that's for another time, I guess. So, now that I think I covered more or less the basics, I wanted to show you something else here. So when you start creating YouTube videos, itself, then analytics will be a good friend. Now here's the thing. You should use analytics not really to obsess about the numbers, but to give you an idea of what's going on. So if you come in here to your YouTube Studio, you click on the top and then you click on YouTube Studio there, you come into analytics, and then here you can click on where it says reach, right? So this basically tells you where the traffic comes from, how many people clicked on the video, where it's coming from. So you have suggested videos, on the right side, browse features, which I think is like, homepage, subscription feed, so on and so forth. From search, from external links, pages. Oh, Jesus, what the fuck? Right, okay, so I have 47% traffic from playlists. Oh, wow. 0.4%, nice. Okay. So what I wanted to show you is if you come into reach, and you click on see more, one very important statistic that you can take a look at is you have here what's called impressions click-through rate, right? And what is this? So impressions are the amount of people that were exposed to your thumbnails and things like that on YouTube, right? So for example, if I right now go into youtube.com, so all of these videos pretty much got one impression. And the one I choose to click on will get a view, right? Are you working on any game of sorts? I will be right there, but yes, I am. So for every impression, you get a certain amount of views. And so if you take the percentage of people that clicked from the people that saw the thumbnail, you get what's called the click-through rate. So obviously what you're looking for is to have a high click-through rate. So, and that obviously means having a good thumbnail, having a good description, having a good title, Oh wow, this one went up again. I still don't know why this one is so high up. This is one of the worst thumbnails I've made so far. So this is the mythical, the one that exploded my YouTube channel and made me want to learn more things. Then I made this one, and so on and so forth. So what you can do is you can go, for example, to the bottom of the line, and you can check which ones are doing poorly. Wow, really? That bad? So I can see that these thumbnails are, or maybe the title or the topic or whatever, are really not that great, and that's why they have a really poor click-through rate, right? And usually, I don't know why this one has such a high click-through rate. Maybe the, I guess on this case, the reason why this one has such a high click-through rate is because the title might be what someone is looking for. Yeah, that's probably it. How to get the crystal ring at the start. Yeah, this one is also probably only the shovel part is what catches the attention, because that is a terrible thumbnail, unless someone wants to know what that game is. This one, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Don't know if you've answered this question already, as I only just got here when you were talking about tags, but how do you build an audience? Right, so when it comes to building an audience, the most important thing is what I said before. If you then have a chance, I would encourage you to listen to the beginning of this stream, because I basically rambled on for 25 minutes on a lot of things that I advise people do. So the thing is, if you want to build an audience, the most important thing, in my opinion, is consistency. So if you really want to do this, actually, before I answer that question, I'm just going to explain another thing a bit to the side. So all of you should kind of less decide if you want to have a YouTube channel as a business or as a hobby. The difference is, if you want to have it as a hobby is something that does not give you money or takes money out of you, right? A business is something that makes you money. That's something that you will actively build on and want to see it grow. If you just want to make videos to have fun and whatever, and have views and see where it goes, that's absolutely fine. That's how I started. Right now I'm maybe kind of trying to convert it a little bit more into a business, because I'm starting to understand it better. I'm starting to realize that maybe I could start using this to help other people, and so on and so forth. But the thing is, if you really want to be effective, if, let's say that you want to decide to actually make this a business and make it grow as much as possible, the most important thing is consistency. So I was talking a little while ago about how everything in a video is basically a system. Thumbnails, video, making a video, editing, uploading, search engine optimization, tags, so on and so forth. What you want to do is to continuously improve on those systems, right? And the best thing that you have to start with is to have a clear mission, a goal. Like, you don't necessarily, I think, need to only talk about one specific subject. I don't think you only need to talk about games, or maybe you only talk about cooking, or you only talk about this or that. But you need to have a common theme in every content you make, because here's the thing, on this channel, most of my subscribers have come from me playing Castle Crashers. I made a few Castle Crashers videos. They took off really, really well. I'm still not 100% sure how that happened, but it did. So it is reasonable to expect that people who subscribe to you because you make a Castle Crashers video are interested in similar topics, right? Since they were a video that I didn't talk or anything like that, then it is safe to assume that the focus of most people was on the game itself, or games like it, or maybe, I don't know, bosses or whatever. So, for instance, I could, if I were to truly be effective on my channel, I would focus it either on Castle Crashers or things around that content, right? Maybe games made from the same developers, or a game similar to Castle Crashers, and have a core audience, and then I could maybe start gradually going to other areas. But right now, what happens is, if I want to make a different video, if I want to make, I don't know, a video about me talking, or maybe about me cooking, and so on and so forth, chances are most people will not really care about it, right? But if you from the beginning start with a core mission in mind, let's say that, I don't know, maybe you start by making videos talking about games or something like that, but you decide that your mission is to make, for example, an entertaining review or something nonsensical like that. And then your mission then could be your humor and your entertainment, and not as much the games themselves. So if you then decide to, I don't know, make a makeup tutorial review video, then that would also be in the theme of making funny reviews and things of that nature. So yeah, really the best idea to create an audience is to make content that people know and expect you make, right? So if you just do random videos, nobody will really expect nobody will really know what to expect. So while there may be a viewer here and then, they're not really audience. But if you are consistent, whether it be on when you upload, that you upload consistently so people know that at that date and time they can expect a video from you, or that you do videos on a certain topic, or maybe several topics. Let's say every Friday you make a Let's Play video, every Tuesday you make a cooking blindfolded knitting video thing. You know, they will be expecting that. So it's important to set the right expectations if you want to get an actual strong audience. For instance, one of my friends, which I guess I can give him a shout out right now. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So he only has 307 subscribers, right? Which is a bit unfortunate because he really does work hard on his reviews. Like, I think it was either Broken Sword 1. No, wait. I think it's Artifact. Yeah, Artifact, this one. It's a card game. I think he spent over 1,000 hours of research to make this video. And to make, I think it was Broken Sword 2? I think it was this one. He spent like 800 hours of research to make that. And his content is good, in my opinion. He does work really hard on his reviews. Obviously, they have some things that might be improved here and there, but he's getting better. So the reason why I'm talking about him is because even though I have a few more subscribers than he does, the thing is, I believe he has a way stronger audience than I do. Because I usually make more scattered videos. They are a bit more random, so some are for Ape Escape, others are for Castle Crashers, some are me against bosses, then I have a video here with eggs, and then I play Terraria and my game that I'm working on, and then here's my dogs with me making curry chicken and me filming a train, you know. So I get more subscribers, but I don't have as much of an audience because people don't really know what to expect from me. While if you go to his channel, you know that you will be getting reviews, and you know what kind of reviews he makes, and so on and so forth. So when he uploads a video, I would assume that most of his subscribers would be interested in watching it. While when I make a video, it's basically a gamble if they will click on it or not. When did you discover Castle Crashers? This was probably back on the Newground era. I don't know if most of you remember Newgrounds, but basically it was the website where people made and shared Flash games. And I think the first time I saw the game Castle Crashers was a game they had, which was Castle Crashers versus the Beard. which was also yeah, here it is. It was this game. You basically played as one of the as the knights, and as you went on, basically you would level up and get better knights and equipment, and the last knight you got was the pink knight. It was the highest level. And basically the idea is that when Tom Fulp, which is the CEO of basically the owner, the founder of Newgrounds, I think he made a promise to himself that he wouldn't shave his beard or something until Castle Crashers was finished. So then they made that video, Castle Crashers versus the beard, right? And that's when I found it, probably over 10 years ago or so, actually. It was a really long time ago. Wow, how time flies. And then, you know, then we got the game. I think from Steam it was on sale or something. I used to play it with my brother and my girlfriend, and we would all play together and stuff. I would always get destroyed because I focused on magic as the Pink Knight, and they went with strength, I think. So yeah, that didn't go well for me. And yeah. Alberto, you also asked if I'm working on a game. Yes, I am. I've been working on this one. It's not. I've not been actively developing it right now. But also, if you want to play the game, actually, if you want to play the game, you can go to madcowe.com, which is still a work in progress, by the way. The website is not very. And you can click here on Popper. It will take you to a web page where you can actually play the game on the browser. Now, this only works on the PC. So if you have a mobile or a tablet, it's probably not going to work for you. But that's the thing. Okay, so yeah, this is what I've kind of been working on. If anybody is interested in game development, I can also help you guys out later. So yeah, this is stuff and things. What? Well, did I? Hello? Oh, okay. So this one already has the updated feature. And I think I'm getting off topic. I'm not sure if anybody else has any questions here. Any questions that you would like to know? Because here's the thing. In order to be successful and have good quality on YouTube, it really is simple, right? I'm not exaggerating. It's really simple what you need to do and how. The problem is, in order for you to get to the point where you just understand truly how simple it is and how easy it is, it will take quite a lot of time and practice. I mean, I know it sounds cliche, I know it sounds like BS, everybody says it, but it really is true. Like, when I started this, I didn't know what to do or where to turn or egg, but the more I do, the more videos I made, the more I do YouTube, the easier it becomes. And it's not easier because I'm a pro or anything, but literally, if I want to make a video now, I already have all these systems in place. I've taken the time to organize how the production of a video goes. And mind you, it's still far from perfect. I just had basically this understanding a few weeks ago or a few months ago, right? But I can clearly see that from what I was back then to what I am right now, YouTube really is simple. And I'm not doing anything that's more complicated than it was before. In fact, probably the reason why everything is simpler is because I figured out how to make things easier and simpler and faster and better, right? I think it's that saying that, I mean, it's not the saying, but basically, if you focus on hard work, but you neglect working smart, then you will work hard all your life and never really get anywhere. But if you take some of that time to work hard on becoming smart and knowing how to work smart, then everything becomes simple, easy, and that's really the best way I can explain it, I guess. I think I will end the stream for now. Actually, like as I said, it is very simple, and I don't really know what else I can say at this point in time. But yeah, okay, so I can give another shout out here. This guy, Smackers. I actually asked him before making this this video if he had any advice for anyone starting with YouTube and something. And his advice was to just have patience. And it is true. I think that applies to almost everything in life. He's been making a lot of live streams recently, and also his vlogs from Japan and stuff, I think. Yeah. And yeah. But he also made some really cool reviews. I wonder if he has them on playlist here. But yeah, Sam, if you're watching this, let's see. Do you have a? Do you? No, I thought. Sam, you do not have a Jogo playlist. You do not. I'm gonna have to complain to your manager. Anyway, that's about it, ladies and genitals. I hope this was... Whoa. Oh, shit. I hope this was helpful to you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at madcowe@madcowe.com. It is in the description and in the comments below if you need it. And I will answer how you want. If there are questions, I can start doing this every week, and I can actually go over your channels, tell you what I think maybe you should improve, or you should... Oh, actually... So, I already shouted him out the other day, but I forgot to mention one thing, is that he actually did inspire me to improve the thumbnail system, and many of what I said today was because of some analysis and reflection I've made. So he went on and changed all of these thumbnails to have his logo on the left side. And it made me realize that it is a great idea. It makes it easier to make thumbnails, and it makes the thumbnails instantly recognizable to your channel, right? So, with all that being said, go check out my buddy here, Serious Dejo. Let's see if I can. Okay, I'm gonna. But stop! What the? Am I being numb now? All right, so refresh. So check out my pal Serious Dejo and also Smackers. If they're not your cup of tea, then, as I said in the beginning, don't subscribe just to subscribe. Okay? If you like their content, do subscribe. If you do not, then just leave them there, because it will hurt metrics, and do that also with anything. Why do you learn to speak Português? Não sei, caralho. Foi assim que nasci. I don't know. Well, thank you all very much for watching. I'll see if I get questions in the email. If I do, I will do this again next week. If I do not, then I will just cry to sleep, because nobody cares. Well, this was fun. Thank you all for watching, and if this was Twitch and I have a bot functioning, I would give you all some of my currency. But if not, if you would like to support my channel as well, you can go here to madcowe.com and then click on support. And then what you can do is, if you want to give monies, you can clickify here, and then internet. Oh no! Jesus. Oh, okay. So PayPal.me isn't working. Okay, so you can click on Humble Bundle right here, this big button. Humble Bundle allows you to pay a certain extent for you have Humble Monthly, which they have a lot of games that you can choose, and you get them forever, or you can pick one of their bundles, Oh, Humble Strike is about to end. And they have things for programming, for comics, and so on and so forth. Here, Dungeons and Dragons. Oh. What is this? I haven't seen this bundle. Ew. Okay, so if you want, like, for example, if I wanted to buy this one, if I pay $1 or more, or €1 in this case, I would get all of these forever. And they also have bundles like these for games. If I pay more than the average, or the number that says here, I get these plus these ones. And if I pay this top amount, I get all of them, right? So that's how Humble Bundle works. I've been using this for years. They constantly create more bundles and more things for you to get, and the reason why I'm promoting their stuff is if you make a purchase with my link, I get a small percentage of the sale, and I'm sharing them because it is a product that I use, and you have really great content, you have really great games. I have bought many of them in the past, and I'm really happy with it. So yeah, apparently I cannot, that PayPal link doesn't work, but also you can get merch and buy one of these things if it interests anybody. I probably made a bit too many of them. I should maybe focus on just a few. But yeah, everyone, thank you for watching. I mean it. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and it will inspire you to, if you don't have a YouTube channel yet, to make one, and if you have one, to maybe give you some guidance on where to go next. Again, if you have any questions or need any help, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.